Hello, family, and welcome to the Smart Hustle Explainer. Today, we're unpacking something super fascinating, the illusion of being rich. We're going to break right through the facade of modern wealth, so let's get into it. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever noticed how some people look absolutely incredible online, but are secretly struggling financially behind closed doors? You see the perfect vacations, the flashy cars, the flawless dinners out. But if you pause for a second, the contrast between those glossy online appearances and their actual everyday financial reality is incredibly jarring. Which brings up a really huge question. Why? Why do so many of us spend our hard-earned money just to manufacture this appearance of success? It really comes down to deep psychological motivation. We live in a society that constantly tells us our self-worth is tied to our net worth. So people spend emotionally looking for validation, kind of hoping that if they look the part, they'll magically start to feel it too. But here's the core premise we absolutely need to nail down today. Projecting wealth and genuinely building it, those are two completely different realities. Think about it. When your resources are just constantly draining out the door to maintain a certain look, there is literally nothing left over to build your actual foundation. These are two totally different paths, and they lead to very, very different destinations. Moving on to section 1, visible wealth versus invisible wealth. So, society is overwhelmingly obsessed with visible wealth. We're talking expensive clothes, luxury lifestyles, those flashy status symbols. These things catch our eye because, well, they're literally designed to be seen. But the huge trap here is that these visible symbols are exactly what drain our resources. It's money that's already gone, not money that's actually working for you. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that genuine wealth is actually built on invisible foundations. It's incredibly quiet. It's your savings accounts. It's assets that go up in value over time. It's secure investments and steady cash flow. You can't exactly wear a healthy investment portfolio to a party, right? But this invisible foundation is the only thing that actually keeps you secure. So I really want to emphasize this crucial takeaway. Appearing rich and being financially secure are simply not the same thing. Honestly, a lot of times they're complete opposites. The guy in the absolute flashiest designer jacket might literally be sweating the most over his next credit card bill, while the person in a plain white t-shirt could have a rock-solid financial setup. External appearance almost never matches internal security. All right, section 2, the social media pressure. There's no denying social media has made this illusion so much stronger. We're constantly comparing our regular, messy, everyday lives to highly curated, filtered digital highlight reels. It sets a completely unrealistic baseline. And it's no wonder that recent studies have actually started linking heavy social media use directly to lower personal savings rates. The constant comparison literally drains our wallets. And this digital comparison takes a massive toll, pushing so many of us into emotional spending. We aren't buying things because we actually need them. We're just buying them to replicate the success we scroll past every day. We buy to keep up or just to soothe that creeping anxiety that we're somehow falling behind everyone else. But I want to warn you about the absolute most dangerous part of this entire illusion. That flawless digital facade, immense financial pressure is usually hiding right behind it. When people prioritize how things look over reality, the bills pile up. In fact, if you look at the data points around rising household debt right now, it's staggering. People are borrowing more than ever just to keep up the picture, but the reality behind it is suffocating. Which brings us to section 3, the trap of lifestyle inflation. Let's move to and see how this builds because it happens like clockwork. Step 1, your income goes up. Maybe you got a promotion. But step 2, your spending instantly increases right alongside it. Step 3, you upgrade to a bigger lifestyle. And boom, step 4, you're weighed down by way more financial obligations. The money comes in and it immediately walks right back out the door. And eventually you hit this really terrifying endpoint. You become completely trapped. You've built this massive, expensive lifestyle, and now you have to just keep working harder and harder strictly to maintain appearances, even while you're completely stressed out internally. The psychological toll here is severe. You literally become a prisoner to your own lifestyle. Moving to section 4, real wealth behaves differently. On one hand, you've got this exhausting cycle of constantly seeking attention and trying to impress everyone. It takes so much energy and cash. But on the other hand, you have the quiet, focused pursuit of stability and long-term freedom. Real wealth genuinely doesn't care about impressing strangers on the internet. It cares about building an unshakable moat of security around you and your family. So the crucial point is this: financially intelligent people understand one massive truth. Attention is temporary, but financial security matters long-term. You might get 100 likes on a post today, sure, but those likes are definitely not going to pay for your retirement, and they absolutely won't bail you out during a real emergency. Let's look at Section 5, the shift, redefining goals. And this brilliantly illustrates what we need to change. The goal should never, ever be looking wealthy. The real goals: building freedom, building total control over your time, and building absolute peace of mind. When you use your money to literally buy your freedom instead of buying status symbols, your whole world changes. So, to sum up our core thesis today, the absolute strongest financial position you can be in is rooted in unshakable stability, not appearance. It seriously doesn't matter how plain or ordinary your life might look to someone on the outside. True strength is knowing that no matter what the economy does, your invisible foundation is gonna hold you up. Now, I really want to hear from you directly. Do you think social media increases financial pressure today? Have you felt that squeeze yourself? Drop down and let me know in the comments. Your insights always add so much to these discussions. And you'll definitely want to stick around, because in our next explainer, we're diving even deeper. We'll be breaking down the hidden addiction to spending that catches so many of us completely off guard. Make sure you subscribe to Smart Hustle so you don't miss that crucial follow-up. Remember, don't let the loud, flashy illusions fool you. Real wealth is an invisible force. It's often far quieter than people think. So ask yourself, starting right now, are you going to spend your energy building an image for others or building true freedom for yourself?